Hello, welcome everyone. Today we are doing mock paper. This mock paper has already been uploaded on Akzsi app and I have already mentioned the link in the description box. You can see. And here is the solution. So let me start. Solve the given simultaneous equations. Either you can use substitution method or you can use elimination method. Let me use elimination method where we have to make one variable same and then eliminate it. 2x minus y equals 7. X plus y equals 5. Fortunately, coefficient of y is same. So we need not to do anything here. Additionally, they are of opposite sign. We always do either subtraction or addition depending on what the sign of the coefficient is. Because we want to eliminate, so signs should be different. If already the signs are different, add it up. Add these equations. So 2x plus x will give you 3x, minus y plus y will give you 0, and 7 plus 5 will give you 12. From here, I'll get x equals 12 by 3, which is 4. Once you have the value of x or any of the variable, put that value in either of the equation to get the answer. Let me put that in the first equation. 2 times x, that is 4 times 8, minus y equals 7, or y equals 1. So answer is x equals 4, y equals 1. There's one more thing that you can do, that is checking. If you are a little bit confused whether you did it correct or not, just put that values to check it. Put the value of x and y on left hand side of the equation 1 to see whether you get it correct or not. 2 times 4 minus 1. 8 minus 1, 7. Right, that's correct. Check second equation as well. It's important. Both the equations. X plus y. X is 4, y is 1, equals 5, which is equals to right hand side. Yes, that means your answer is correct. Estimate the mean for the following table and give your answer in fractions. Values of x is given, these values on left hand side is given, and frequency on right hand side is given. When we do the estimation and we have the ranges, the class interval is given. Class interval, that means x is from 0 to 10, 10 to 20. This is your class interval from which the particular value, the range of particular value is given. You first have to make a new column, that is for midpoint. Next, we have to make a column for frequency multiplied the midpoint. Midpoint of 0 to 10 is 5, obviously. You can clearly see that, okay, the 5 is going to be the midpoint, but the simplest way to find by the formula is add the both values 0 plus 10 and divide it by 2. You will get the midpoint. Say, for example, if you have some difficult values like 22.5 and 37.5, something like this, and you have to calculate the midpoint, in that case, always go with this formula, add the two end values and divide it by 2, you will get the midpoint. So 0 to 10, midpoint is 5. For 10 to 20, it's 15. For 20 to 30, it's 25. Here it's 35 and 40. Now what you need to do is, you need to multiply midpoints. Let I name midpoint be x. X times f. Fx. So one by one, multiply the frequency with the midpoint. So 6 times 5 is 30. 12 times 15 is 180. 25 times 5 is 125. 35 times 9 is 315. And 45 times 12, 540. Now, sum of all f times x divided by sum of all f. That is your estimated mean. So, sum of all fx's, that means 30 plus 180 plus 125 plus 315 plus 540 divided by sum of all f, all the frequencies that you can see here, add them up. 6 plus 12 plus 5 plus 9 plus 12. Finally, answer will be 1190 over 44. Either simplify it further or just leave it like this. Make n the subject. If you want to make the n subject, simply try and should be on one side and rest of the numbers or variables should be on another side. First, since it's a fraction, do the cross multiplication. It will go up there, it will go up there. So 3 times n squared plus 1 is equals to 4x times 2n squared minus 3x. This will be 3xn squared plus 3x equals 8xn squared minus 12x squared. Just like I told you that if you want to make n the subject, place or bring all the n's on one side. So let me bring n on one side. So 3xn squared minus 8xn squared and 3x on right hand side minus 12x squared minus 3x. 3xn squared minus 8xn squared is minus 5xn squared. And this is minus, from here you can take out minus 3 out as common, minus 3x out as common. You will get 4x plus 1. Now n squared is equals to, divide both the side by minus 5x because minus 5x is a coefficient of n squared that you want to remove. This will be minus 3x times 4x plus 1 over minus 5x. So n squared is equals to 3 by 5 times 4x plus 1. And finally, because I want to make n the subject, I need to take the root of n. So taking root, you will get n is equals to root of 3 by 5 4x plus 1. This is how you can make n the subject. Find the nth term of the given series. You first have to see whether it's a linear sequence or a quadratic sequence. Quadratic sequence is a little bit tougher to understand at first. If you don't know, I would suggest you to prefer the quadratic sequence video, go through it and then comes here, because if it's the very first time, it will be difficult because I'm not going deeper here. So 3 minus 1. That means how much I'm adding to get 3? It's plus 2. How much I'm adding to get 6? 3 plus 3 plus 4. We want the difference to be constant. And 2, 3, 4 are not constant. That means I need to subtract it one more time. So to get 2 from 3, I'm adding 1. I'm adding 1. I can see the constant 1, 1, 1. After subtracting the numbers, I got 1, 1, 1. But I got it by 2 times. I'm subtracting 2 times. If it's happening by doing it twice, that means it's a quadratic sequence. And if it's a quadratic sequence, your constant number is equals to 2a. Then a is equals to 1 by 2. Now what I have to do, I have to write series, my original series, n squared series. A is a coefficient of n squared. The standard way of writing a quadratic sequence is an squared plus bn plus c. So we got n squared by 2. As of now, I knew only the value of a. I don't know the value of b and c. So I have to write original series and n squared series. Original series, that is given here, 1, 3, 6, 10. And n squared series, that is n squared by 2 series here. Which means I need to put n equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, because there are 4 digits. So I need to put n equals 1, 2, 3 and 4. When I put n equals 1, I'll get 1 by 2. When I put n equals 2, I'll get 4 by 2, that is 2. When I put 3, I'll get 9 by 2. When I put 4, I'll get 8. Now subtract these two. 1 minus 1 by 2 is half. 3 minus 2, 1. 6 minus 9 by 2, 3 by 2. 10 minus 8, 2. This is now our new original series where we have to focus. This is new series. And now we have to repeat exactly the same process that we did previously. So if my new original series, it's a little bit messy. I'm just writing up here. If the new original series is 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, 2. Let me compare what we did previously. Here, what we did, we subtracted, right? I'll do the same thing. 1 minus 1 by 2, that is half, half, and 2 minus 3 by 2, again half. I got half of the constant number after multiplying just one time. That means this is my linear series. So this is equals to B. It was 2A was equals to that constant number since it was the quadratic, like we subtracted 2 times. Here, since we subtracted it 1 time, so B is 1 by 2. If B is 1 by 2, so we got N by 2. Then after what we did, we wrote the original series. So this is our new original series that we have to write. So our new original series is half 1, 3 by 2, 2. Then what we did, we wrote n squared by 2 series. Now we have to write n by 2 series. N by 2 series. We need to put n 1, 2, 3, 4. When I put n equals 1, it's half. 2, it's 1. 3, it's 3 by 2. 4, it's 2. What we did here, we subtracted. Here also we need to subtract. I got 0, 0, 0, 0. This constant number is equals to C. Once we have all the values of ABC, put that values in this equation or expression. This will give you the nth term of the given sequence. A we calculated half, so half n squared. B we calculated half, half B, and C is 0. So your final equation is n squared plus n by 2. This is the nth sequence or nth term of the given sequence. Okay, let me move on to the next question number 10. Prove that the difference of 2n squared plus 2n plus 1 whole squared by 8 and 4n plus 1 by 8 is always a square number where n is greater than 1. We have to prove the difference of these and this is always a square number. That means 2n whole squared plus 2n plus 1 whole squared by 8 minus 4n plus 1 by 8. We have to prove whether it's a square or not. So first we need to expand it. 2n whole squared will give you 4n squared plus 2n plus 1. Don't do this kind of mistake. 2n plus 1 is generally, I would say 80% of the student does this. 2n plus 1 whole squared is 4n squared plus 1. Squaring this and squaring this. No. 2n plus 1 whole squared, that means 2n plus 1 times 2n plus 1. And when you expand it, you will get 4n squared plus 1 plus 4n by 8 minus 4n plus 1 by 8. Since denominator is exactly the same, 4n squared plus 1 squared can be written as 8n squared plus 1 plus 4n. And this is subtracting. We are subtracting. So whatever we are subtracting, we have to put inside the bracket. So minus inside the bracket 4n plus 1. Because when I'll expand, the sign will get changed. So 8n squared plus 1 plus 4n minus 4n minus 1 by 8, which will give me 8n squared by 8, that is n squared. And n squared is what? Yeah, it's a square. So that's it for today. You can access this worksheet on Akzsi app. Link is in the description box. And if you want to enroll yourself for one-on-one live online classes, you can email us at akzsiacademy@gmail.com. So that's it for today. Thank you and stay tuned.